I finally hit the 30K per month milestone.
Wait a minute here, Josh. Wait a minute here. Are you telling me that you actually sell on Amazon? You just don't sell people how to sell on Amazon? Is that what you're telling me?
It's true. I actually do it.
Hey guys, Hurricane Liz here. Excited to bring back one of our very special guests that was very popular on a previous episode. And the reason for that is I think the last time we brought you on, Josh, you had made, I think it was $2,500 in an hour?
Yeah.
Which is pretty freaking amazing. By the way, Josh, you are how old again?
I'm 21 right now.
21. I know you've turned 21 a couple times.
Yep.
On a couple of our webinars, but let's pretend that did not happen. However, it is your birthday coming up in a couple days here, and I know that you're going to celebrate it with a brand new milestone. So I'm bringing back Josh to show you guys what that milestone is. Now, could you please explain to people what milestone you just had? I mean, it's kind of enough that you made $2,500 in an hour, but you had a brand new milestone. Tell everybody about this milestone and why I'm so freaking excited.
So the old milestone, the $2,500 one, was on a sales call that I did to get a client to help them out. But the new one was actually taking my Amazon business and growing it. So I finally hit the 30K per month milestone.
Wait a minute here, Josh. Wait a minute here. Are you telling me that you actually sell on Amazon? You just don't sell people how to sell on Amazon? Is that what you're telling me?
It's true. I actually do it.
Wow. 21-year-old. We actually celebrated this by putting this on the backboard. Josh used his artistic talents to draw this out. In fact, he was taking so long, I told him, Josh, enough with the drawing. Let's get back to selling on Amazon. So let's tell people, first of all, kind of how you came across me and how you started selling on Amazon. Tell them that wild story, because I don't know if we told it before, but for the new viewers, I think they should definitely listen to this.
Okay, yeah. So I actually first heard about you when you were on the Tai Lopez show, right? So you were given a coaching call, and you were just bringing the house down, getting everyone fired up. I remember like the hearts and all that. It was back in 2016. I was 19 years old, and I bought OMG, the program that you were a coach in. And that wasn't enough for me. I kind of dabbled in Amazon for a while, did some retail arbitrage, made that investment, but I wanted to meet you in person. I was like, she's pretty cool. I think she'd be awesome to meet in person. It's true. I took my student loans and got $12,000 to attend your mastermind because you didn't give me a discount.
that could probably, for some people out there, that might have been a little bit kind of wild and crazy, but in reality, what did you say to yourself when you actually made that expense?
Well, first off, it was super, super scary, right? I mean, I was putting myself in massive debt beyond just school itself to go and attend that event, and it didn't pay off like in a couple months, right? It took years to pay off, but it's definitely the best decision I've ever made.
Right? Let's tell people, just because I hear this all the time, Josh, and in fact, I've even gotten on people's case on the Tai Lopez show, but I tell people, when you want something really bad, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. Let's talk about the sacrifices that you've actually made in order to make that dream become a reality. Like I'm thinking of one in particular, because you've got a reputation in the office for being a particularly good cook at one particular meal. Can you tell people about that sacrifice?
I will. Let me just talk about two of them. So one of them is time that I'm sacrificing, right? I had to actually put in work. I didn't just go to a mastermind or buy a course and then make 30K a month overnight. I had to actually work like 12, 14, 16-hour days, and I wasn't going out and partying with my friends back at Clemson, which is where I went to college, right? And I was, not going out when they were going out. Come on, Josh, go out with us. And I would say, no, guys, I got to work, right? I have to build a business. The other thing was I would save money to invest in an Amazon product. And I do that with what I call the Protein diet. And it's protein powder and oatmeal. And I've been able to condense my eating budget per month down into $30 to $45 per month range. When most people, if their bank account could talk to them, it would say, do you ever cook? Right? Because they just eat out all the time and they just spend tons of money eating out. So I've been saving money by, not eating out.
The Protein shake, the Protein diet. We should put the actual recipe for people down below, because he's a professional at that. It's actually really, really good. But there's a couple interesting things that Josh said. Now let's talk about what you're about to do this weekend. It is your birthday, so I know people should know that even though they want to sacrifice to build a business, they're not able to go out with their friends. As Josh said, when he was 19, he had to pass on a lot of going out. However, tell people what you're about to do this weekend. It's going to be your 22nd birthday bash. Tell people what you're about to actually participate in because work is finally starting to pay off. You got some extra money in your pocket. You have the ability to travel, do whatever the hell you kind of want. Tell people what you're about to do.
All right. So first I want to hedge by saying that I am going to a conference first to learn some business skills.
That is
right?
true.
But then immediately after, I'm flying over to Vegas and I'm going to rage my face off for a couple days and not do any work and just have as much fun as humanly possible and maybe drop a couple $1,000s on it.
Well, let's see what happens with Josh. I know he's going to be a raging lunatic. My advice to him is he's got the rest of his life to be a super lunatic, so kind of tone it down a little bit. However, enjoy the fruits of your labor, Josh. I know you're going to have a fun time. If you guys are out in Vegas, give Josh a ping on Facebook. But a couple last questions that I have, a lot of people would be asking, particularly young people out there. What is your advice to somebody that's young and that's out there and that wants to do this? What do you tell them? Where should they start?
Where should they start? I would start by doing an 80-20 rule kind of principle where you would put 20% of your time into learning and 80% of your time into action. Now, you have to have the right knowledge to actually get the thing done, so you do have to learn. But, you know, when you're starting out, you have two things you can do to grow a business. One, you can have money, and two, you can have time and sweat equity. And if you don't have money like I didn't, you have to put in the time. So you have to actually do something, right? Being someone, and what Alex Becker calls mental masturbation, if you just think about it all day long and don't do anything else, right, you're not actually taking action. It's like thinking about talking to a cute girl or something, right? You just never do it. So you have to actually go out there and do the thing if you want to get the results. If you want to build an Amazon business, you have to actually freaking do something. Whether it be retail arbitrage, bundling, private label, drop shipping, whatever, actually do something.
Right, and I can actually admit that I was a masturbator, a mental masturbator for quite a while. And no, guys, Josh did not say to think of a hot girl and masturbate. That's not what he's saying. That's not the whole purpose of this video. If you want to hear more about that, ask Josh that in person. But the big point is, you just heard what he said. It was actually a terrific answer. And my other last and final question for Josh is, if you had to start all over again, how would you actually do it, Josh?
I've been asked this question before, and this isn't the answer that I think people want to hear, but I would pretty much do the same thing. I think that I did a lot of things right by actually taking big risks and investing a lot of money to, you know, get the right information, one, and then I actually did something about it. I can't, you know, and those experiences are going to pay dividends for years. You know, if I took a super extreme shortcut, I might, you know, buy more of your programs, for example, but that's just to get the more information, right? I still applied everything. So the shortcuts are going to come from the info, but I would have executed the same way and got the same experience. So I would do pretty much the same thing, honestly.
That was a terrific answer, Josh, particularly the part of buy more of my programs. I love that answer. It's got to be the best answer I've ever heard. Well, you guys heard it here. Let's find out. Josh, any last words you have for the people out there that are like, what do we do? Like, Josh, we got us so excited about this. You're 22. You're about to conquer the world.
21.
Well, yeah, I'm already counting that he's 22.
Not yet.
It's probably because we've been to 3 21st birthdays together. So, note to everybody out there, Josh initially tried to bribe me with buy me a shot of tequila at an all-inclusive resort, and I obviously declined because I'm not a heavy drinker. So, yeah. Josh, any last words for the people out there?
Last words, I would say, is, you know, if you follow Liz and you follow other people who are success-oriented and you hang out with the right people and you start actually doing something, you're going to start seeing success, right? You're going to start making money. And one thing I would encourage you to do is you know, while you are going to have to grind and work, every once in a while, take a little time for yourself, have a little bit of fun. You know, you don't want to be someone who's the richest guy in the graveyard, right? Because again, if you follow Liz and you apply the things she says, you're going to make money. But don't forget to have fun as well and live your life.
Fantastic. So we learned a lot about what to start out in, mental masturbation, which could have been possibly the best part of the whole video, and how Josh would get started all again. So I'm excited for Josh. I'm excited to see what the future holds for him. But let this be a lesson to you guys out there that anyone can do it, no matter how old they are, where they come from, what color their skin is, if they're male or female, anything. It doesn't matter who you are, whoever you are. You got to, first of all, learn from the right source. And number 2, take action upon what you learned and put it into play. No more mental masturbation. You guys get out there, stop masturbating, and get out there and get shit done. We'll see you guys in the next video. Let's hope that Josh gets back safe and he doesn't become a gigantic, enormous lunatic out in Vegas. So we'll see you guys again soon. Take care.